Hi, everybody, and welcome to Spa Babies, presented by Spendthrift Farm. I'm Dan Illman, along with Nicole Russo, and let's throw up the Spa Babies race for Wednesday, September the 2nd. It is the Grade 3 with anticipation for 2-year-olds going a mile and a 16th on the turf, and this race also doubles as the DRF race of the day, which means you can access free Formulator Pass performances on the Race of the Day event page at drf.com. Download them, handicap along with us. The number 4, Winfromwithin, is by Spendthrift Stallion Into Mischief. And Nicole, American Monarch is 7-5 on the morning line, but I think this is a fairly evenly matched group.
I really think it is, and we'll get to our picks in a little bit, but I think that while American Monarch is the favorite and a deserving favorite, that there's some room to play around behind him for sure. And as we all know, a lot of it will come down to racing luck with these 2-year-olds.
And one horse that should be able to show speed from the inside post is the number 1, Blame the Booze. Luis Saez takes the mount for Wesley Ward. This was a speedy debut winner in an off-the-turf heat at Belmont in the mud. The dam's a half-sister to a multiple stakes winning dirt sprinter. I'm not really worried about the stretch out. This horse is by Blame, who does very well with turf runners, especially routers, and it's a Wesley Ward trained runner, so you have to figure this horse is going to show some speed and some ability.
Oh, certainly. And, Blame is a sneaky good turf sire. He's got a French Classic winner on his resume. Certainly, he adds some stamina to all that speed on the female side of the family. There was trainer intent, as you noted, in that off-the-turf wet track win. And Luis Saez, he'll have to be aggressive from the rail, and he's that kind of rider.
Here's our morning line favorite, the number 2, American Monarch, and let's watch his career debut. And I thought this was a thoroughly professional effort. He got up close to the pace in the second flight. He attacks the leaders on the outside, and he digs in very gamely, doing everything right. He's on his correct lead, and he wears down the favored leader in the final furlong to win with a 72 buyer. And perhaps most notably, this is a first-time starter trained by Bill Mott, and you usually don't see Bill Mott trained debut winners. They come as often as Halley's Comet, but American Monarch has such a beautiful pedigree, and he won first out for Mott. I think he's got some ability.
Well, he's got a beautiful pedigree, was game and professional winning his debut, and he could improve from that very nice debut. As you mentioned, the Belmont trainees often improve second time out by American Pharoah, who's been so good with his turf runners over a Giants Causeway mare, plenty of distance in that classy female family with Sluice, with Lakeway. I certainly think that American Monarch is one who's going to thrive on the routes on the turf.
The number 3, Zippy Baby, really put his best foot forward in his first route attempt last time out. This was a nice professional effort down towards the inside in the red cap. It could be an intimidating place for a 2-year-old, but he is undaunted, and he shoots right on through the inside to win with a 59 buyer speed figure. Now, he'll have to do a little bit better from a buyer's standpoint. That's certainly not out of the question from these lightly raced horses.
Certainly not. They can put things together and improve by leaps and bounds from start to start. I did think it was encouraging to see him stretch out for that win last time out, as there's a lot of sprint ability in that female family. And he beat a nice horse in Nautilus, who was a next out winner here at the Saratoga meet.
The next 2 horses, I think, are really intriguing sleepers. The number 4, Winfromwithin, by Spendthrift Super Stallion Into Mischief, is still a maiden. This is going to be his turf debut, however, and the $100,000 yearlings dam won on the turf. The dam's a half to Shakis, who is a graded stakes winner, and you have the family of just quality horses up and down. I think this horse is going to appreciate the turf, and I think he's going to show some tactical speed stretching out for Todd Pletcher.
Yeah, it's very much a route type female family. You mentioned Devil's Bag. This is the family of Singspiel, of Glorious Song. Just a lot of route ability in that family. Underneath Into Mischief, who's been knocking at the door with some classic placed runners in recent years like Audible and Owendale. Into Mischief, we think more of his dirt ability, but he can get a turf runner. We see the likes of Vijack, who's a graded stakes winner on both surfaces. He is still a maiden, but it's very interesting to see Todd Pletcher, who certainly knows how to spot his 2-year-olds, mixing it up and not only moving to turf, but stretching out. I think this one's going to merit a look.
And this horse ran well in his first start, only beaten a length, and then faced one of the better 2-year-olds we've seen at Saratoga this meet. Reinvestment risk, second time out. I think that Winfromwithin still has a lot of upside, as does the 5, Fire at Will, also a maiden. This one making his second lifetime start for Michael Maker, a $97,000 yearling by declaration of war out of a half-sister to Decorated Invader, a 2-year-old Grade 1 stakes winner, all turf, and a tough wide trip in his debut and behind American Monarch. You have to respect Michael Maker and Arad Ortiz.
Yeah, Mike Maker, another one where if he's placing a maiden here, I think it's for a reason. Maker's having a great meet, especially with his turf horses, as always. A little bit wide in his debut, but earned a 63 Beyer speed figure, which puts him right with, I think, some of the nicer horses in this field if he takes a step forward. And Declaration of War over a Kitten's Joy mare surely says turf route to me.
I got the horse right here. It's the number 6 Nathan Detroit, the son of Union Rags, another beautiful pedigree. Let's watch the career debut at Ellis Park. Good tactical speed. The gray has made the lead, and he is going to dig in with determination to win for Reeve McGahee. I guess the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree.
No, and he's from the immediate family of Warfront. His dam's a half sister to that graded stakes winning Dirt Sprinter. But Warfront, I see him in a pedigree and I immediately think turf and juvenile ability, because that's what he's done as a sire, really a good multi-purpose sire. Union Rags on top certainly adds some turf ability as well. I think this is another interesting horse.
Let's take a look at our top selections for the Grade 3 with anticipation stakes. We both went with American Monarch. I think we both like the professionalism he showed in his debut, the tactical speed, and the fact that he still has some upside. You like Fire at Will, the 5, as your second choice, and I can certainly see that one. I like the 4, Winfromwithin, as my second choice, and I think I'll probably use the 2, the 4, and the 5 in some sort of multiple race wager.
Yeah, we just discussed that I think both those maidens that we have in there, the 4 Winfromwithin and the 5 Fire at Will, I think they both merit a long look in this spot. Interesting placement for trainers who certainly know what they're doing. I liked the game win American Monarch turned in on debut for a barn that says he might only get better. Certainly bred to go long on the turf. You and I agree on him. I imagine a lot of other people will agree on him too. So trying to add some value underneath with those maidens.
Nicole's going 2, 5, 6, and 1. I'm going 2, 4, 5, and 3. For race number 9 at Saratoga on Wednesday, it's the Grade 3 with anticipation. And our Spa Babies coverage all meet long has been presented by Spendthrift Farm.